reason why ciphers is so important in hip hop because it truly displays the level of talent and skill set and depth that an artist has, and it also displays the the true makeup and foundation of what hip hop is based on, and that's lyricism and storytelling, and also having metaphors, similes, and punchlines and stuff like that, and the way that music and beat, sound, production captivates the audience, and the way that it has evolved. And nowadays, the love and passion and respect for true lyricism is not honored and appreciated as it once was, because only thing is consistent in life is change, and this comes with time. So it's freestyles and ciphers, and sometimes it's acapella freestyles, acapella raps, where you could just really focus on the message and the knowledge and the food for thought that's within lyricism. And that's that's the best way to give it to the world is through ciphers. Being from Houston, Texas, preparing for ciphers is kind of first nature. It's not really necessarily even a preparation stage, because freestyling is like it's like the ABC, hooked on phonics for Houston culture of rapping. Um, Shout out to DJ Screw and the whole screwed up click movement from Houston, Texas. I'm from the south side of Houston. My record label T itself, the Sauce Factory, is kind of like a reenactment, a re-embody of the original record label that came out of the south side of Houston, and how we all learned how to rap was through freestyling. And usually when you freestyling, it's in a group of people. And we didn't even call it ciphers. Well, it just get the wreck the mic. We would call it like wreck the microphone, like freestyle session, just freestyle session. So yeah, it's really no preparation stage for me. It's more or less just rapping about how I feel, what I see, what I've been through, um, experiences that I've shared with other people, pain, struggles, and just trying to illustrate that in a form where the person that's listening to it can have a visual image of what I'm saying through words. The way I'm articulating the words that I'm saying in the freestyle is so much depth perception to where you can close your eyes and physically see everything that I'm narrating. The freestyles that I usually that I do, and like on this particular one, it's just more or less of me just preaching the ghetto gospel, man. It's a message. It's a message, and it's a responsibility that I hold to give a certain level of insight and a certain level of information to help the cognitive change that's going on in the world. And I have the ability to add on to that with the knowledge that I possess and the things that I've seen. These freestyles is just a good time to. It's a good way to get everybody's attention and make them listen. I believe that artists lost the respect for lyricism in hip hop because of the immense force that is came into the world, which is instant gratification and social media. Through instant gratification and social media, people have realized that if I can create a certain amount of engagement and a certain amount of numbers off of a moment, then that may get me past the other artists who are putting a lot of time and energy into having a great song. A lot of artists now are more focused on having a moment more than having a song. Because if you have a moment that's attached to a sound, it doesn't even have to be a song, it's just a sound, then you can reach some form of success, because people have cell phones and they're getting the dopamine is being entertained, and they're being gratified through the instant gratification. So artists are looking more now into getting numbers faster. Back in the day, artists cared more about proving that I can either rap better than other artists that I'm being compared to, like a sport, like athleticism, or artists care more about being honored and respected and held and glorified amongst the greats as who is the best rapper to ever live, who's the greatest rapper alive, um, who has the best punchlines, who is the best storyteller. Nowadays, it's about, I don't want to say the negative things about hip hop today, but I'll just say is that the points that people more or less care about the public receiving them as has nothing to do with if they can rap good or not. It's just about if I can get fans, get numbers, and make a song that can sell. And the information is so dumbed down now that I don't have to make you think hard to make a song that sells. It just has to be repetitive. So if artists are seeing people make more money, and that's another thing as well too, a lot of the lyrical artists are not getting paid handsomely as the artists who are not lyrical. A lot of the artists who are very lyrical and have great music still end up dumbing down their skill set and their music and making more simplistic songs and more entertaining rather songs or dumbed down music because they understand that there's more dollars and there's more dividends in the masses of making less lyrical music. So now you have a generation of kids that's growing up that also see it's not necessarily as profitable as it used to be a great rapper. They just want to be a good rapper and a great personality on the internet or a great star or whatever it is. But I kind of feel that's why I'm appreciative that Double XL is making moments like this and creating situations like this that highlights lyricism and the importance of artists being able to rap well and actually have things to say, because it's also at fault of the platforms and the radio stations and the booking agents and the concert venues and all of that, because they also have an immense power of what they push. And if they push more artists that had things to say or that just had, you know, music with meaning and mixed it with the other music, like the country has meaning to it. A lot of music that's around the world has way more meaning to it than hip hop, and that's kind of why, as a whole, hip hop has fell down in the rankings of being a number one genre in the world. Hip hop has ran the music world for the last 30 years, and now since everybody want to get a faster hit, they saying dumber stuff. It's working in America, but around the world, people are still used to intelligent information and music. So, thank you, Double XL. Absol, he that boy then. I fuck with Absol. Absol is like one of the few artists out there that, like as I was speaking about earlier, that has substance in his music. He has a lot of meaning in his music, a lot of things that people can grasp from and implement in their own personal lives, or maybe experiences that they've been through, relationships with women, friends, and things like that. And I respect that about his music. He's not just out there rapping about a bunch of hoopla and nothing. And you know what I'm saying? He's a great representation of the West Coast, and he's a good artist. He got a lot to say. He's actually one of the few artists in this generation that's like top tier lyrically. And again, like I always say, us as the lyrical artists, we don't get the super glorification as we should for being so great as lyricists. But these moments make the difference. So shout out to Ab. He that boy. Man, shout out to Ferg. I rock with ASAP Ferg, man, the whole ASAP movement, man. Ferg, super duper creative artist, very, very different. And what I believe Ferg has brought to hip hop and done is shown that um, you can, when you got real work ethic and real skill, talent, and difference in your skill set of hip hop and your bars, just because you come out in a group or you come out in a clique, you can still become just as big as a superstar or whoever they thought was the initial superstar. Sometimes you could surpass your friend that's a superstar. And that's how me and my brothers was as a group. We came out as a group just like ASAP Mob. TSF, the Sauce Factory, came out just like ASAP Mob. So I love the fact to see somebody like Ferg become just such this mega star and the respected lyricist that he is now, because Ferg is a person that's did songs with the greatest lyricists in hip hop and held his own, and people don't expect that of him, and that's one of the pleasant surprises about hip hop. I got a few new albums releasing by the end of the year. I just released Sauce Father 2 this year. It's a great album. It did very well. I'm finna drop one more album by the end of the year, maybe two. I don't know if I should release the name because, I'm trying to keep it real spicy, but, all I will say is that women always told me that I had a baby face my whole life and my name is Sauce. So y'all stay tuned, man. Album on the way by the end of the year, November, TSF Business. I also have compilations dropping with a lot of my artists this year. I just plan to be a better CEO, diversify my portfolio and business. I got a lot of other business ventures that I'm working on right now outside of hip hop. And just dripping and splashing in high fashion, man. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of different products that I'm gonna sell this next year, and I'm just keep raising the bar with my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I got TV shows on the way, commercial real estate, studios. I do so much. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so just expect more entrepreneurship from Sauce Walka, man. Pay attention. TSF Business.